Hello, hi. We're back. This is the. Did I say back? Basically, we are. If I decide to put in the previous video, then we're back. If not, hey. Here's where we are right now. I could show you a brief overview of what the application is about. Right now, we're working on the dashboard. So what I did is I created a user profile. If you go profile view, where as a user, you'll be able to edit, update, and change whatever that you have set in your profile. Right off the bat, I can see what is not going well here, what is out of place. If you look at this, I created an array and I put the name and the surname and the email address all in the profile page. What I didn't add is the surname, output the surname. So I'm going to come here to my profile blade.php, and I'm going to come down to where I created the output for the name, and I'm going to say name. But as you can see, it is outputting the name, and here we have a name and a surname. So I'm going to say output name and surname. I'm just going to output name and then this, and then just create a space and then surname. Let's see what's gonna happen. User.surname $user dot surname, and let's just see how that works. Let's minimize and output. There we go, name and surname. And if I do that to the surname, should be Mabit instead of Mabitle, right? Oh yeah, email is already taken, so I have to create a new email instead of what I did there, Kamo, and then the name instead is Kamo at Gmail. Yeah, I see what I did. I'm not supposed to validate that email because I have already I'm on the update, so I can validate on the create part of the CRUD, but when we're updating, there's really no need to validate email uniqueness. So I'm just gonna remove that unique keyword there. It should be in the request, user profile request. See, it's unique. Yeah, we're going to remove that. We're just going to say it's required, and then we're going to save that, and then we're going to come back here, and then we're going to say Mabi, and then we're going to say this is my email address. Yeah, there we go. Right off the bat, you can see that people can edit and change their emails, and it'll reflect over here. They can change anything they want. At the moment, I am not going to work with the profile image or change it yet, because we are going to do that via JavaScript. And let's have a look at that. If I change my name to Tlulumabi, all right, that's like the really abbreviated, shortened version of my name. Yeah, it's gonna work. Let's have a look. Tlulumabi. Yeah, there we go. Took quite a bit of time because my machine at the moment is so busy. Yeah, but then here we are, Tulumabi. So we are good. We have that. So coming back to the update. Whoa, I had to look at that. Update. We're coming back to our users. But let me just show you what the voucher looks like. The voucher dashboard view or dashboard actually looks like the actual dashboard. So I could have come here or here to navigate to either one of the dashboards, because these links I specifically show them only for administrator users. If I should show you that as well, I did that with this particular line of code here. Where are we? Right here on resources, layouts, where layouts, we come to resources, to layouts, and to app.play.php. And if you look at this side, right on the right side, I'm checking to check a condition here. There is the condition that if the currently authenticated user is an administrator, then we are going to show these links, which is the users and the vouchers links, right? And that is all wrapped up inside the guest and the guest blade keyword. What this basically does is it checks the condition of whether we are logged in or not, and if we are guest, then it's going to show in our login links instead of the authenticated administrator links. So yeah, this is, by the way, our top navigation bar, and if we come back, this is the top navigation bar. So looking at our airtime vouchers, we have Vodacom, we have Telcom, we have Cell C, we have the voucher number, the type, the expiry date, the vendor, which is the person who's actually going to be selling this airtime bundle or whatever. I'm thinking of doing it anonymously, but whenever it gets bought or somebody actually pays for it, that actually goes to the account of the vendor and not the actual site. And if the vendor doesn't have like I did a ternary operator here, I will show you inside my where are we? Inside my resources and views, and inside voucher index, right? So here off the bat you can see what we did. What I did was, if the voucher has a user, that means if the voucher is attached to a user in the model, it has a relationship with the user, a one-to-many relationship with the user, then we output the username. If not, we say this is in-house. That means it is a voucher that is being sold by the system and the business, not actually a particular user. Great. So there we have it. I think we're about to run out of so I'm going to pause this for a moment, but I'm going to show you create a new voucher, and I'm going to say the date is, and I'm going to say this voucher is, and then I'm going to say it's not rain, let's say it's Telcom Mobile for 365. Yeah, it should work. 367, right? So I'll show you how we're going to sort this application. We have outputted, we have successfully done so, but it should be at the end of all our vouchers. Right here it is, 367 rands. We can edit that if we want to. We come to our edit. We can say instead of data, we could say it's an SMS bundle. Instead of 364.67, we could say 389, and we could save, and it's going to save that and take us back, and then we are going to go and check it out again. It should be 389, and it should be an SMS bundle. Yes, and you can see that it is done by me, Lulu Mabi. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort this. I'm going to say sort. We want to see the vouchers that are used and the vouchers that are not used. So there's a boolean, 1 for a voucher that has been used and 0 for a voucher that has not been used. So here it is. So we have three paginated records for not 3 but a whole entire I think 369. We have 9 paginated up to 3. The ones, let's have a look at the ones that have been used. We should have much less that have not been used. Actually, should be 0, 0, 0, 0, and then we are back to 0. So we have 2 instead of 3, and I can see that this is gonna be working. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna end it up with a sort. So we have voucher sort, which is the variable I used. So it's going to use alphabetically order using the network to starting with a V. All right, actually I'm sorting with the price this time. So if we look at the price column here, and then we say DESC, which is descending, we're going to see that it's going to come from highest price to lowest price. Oh, is it? Well, what just happened? Okay, ASC. Yeah, something is broken. Let's have a look at our pipeline. So I created a pipeline here in my query filters. Query filters. Yeah, here we go. So this is an abstract class, right? And inside this abstract class, I have a handle function, and it checks a request if it has a filter name. I'll explain what that means. And we have a builder. This is using a closure. It's quite a bit of complex logic, but at the end is going to take this apply filter is going to take the snake case of the base class, and it's going to use this as our filter variable name, and then it's going to check with which column for the sort. We're doing an order by query, so it's using a pipeline to order by. Instead of price, we could say network. So I want to order by network, and from highest to lowest. Let's have a look at that. It's going to say network ascending. It's going to be Vodacom, Celsi. It's going to be Celsi, as you can see, and it's in alphabetical order. And if we come back and say descending, that is DESSC. It's going to do pretty much the same thing, but in the opposite direction. Great. So that means that our application is currently working. It is now. We come back to the user model. as you can see, there's not much except that we have a verified user and we have non-verified users. How I'm checking that is pretty much the same way as checking the previous ternary operator to find out if the voucher has been used or not. Let's just put this to a pause and we're going to talk about it later because my battery is going to die and I'm in a car.